Hi, this is Julie at Love's Beginning with a message called Flipped Up in the Air. Things get shaken up in your life so they can come back down under Spirit's control. So whether you are looking at what you call your life or what you call the lives of others, remember this. When it looks as though things have become disordered or unfortunate in some way, the being experiencing the disorder is always being given the opportunity to hand control over to Spirit. This is why you need not be distressed over what appears to be disorder. You can be open, you can be compassionate, you can be helpful, but you need not be distressed. When you are distressed by looking upon what seems to be disorder or misfortune, quote, over there, something important is being uncovered for you. You fear punishment from God. It looks as though someone over there is being punished in some way, and the whole reason you seem to come into form was to hide from what you surely believed was punishment coming after you. In the moment you notice that you feel distressed about what looks like disorder over there, this belief in punishment is uncovered. It is the perfect moment to give your belief to Spirit in trust and faith. When it seems like the disorder and misfortune are, quote, right here in your experience, remember that there is nothing but opportunity. Many of your old misconceptions are up in the air, flipped like pancakes. In this moment in which they are suspended, no longer locked into ego's system of logic, you can let them go. You can allow the logical beliefs ego sent you with judgment to be replaced by the divinely logical extension of love. This may seem to take the form of a belief or thought. It may seem to be only flow. The important part is to allow the old to go and allowing what was always here, but what seems like the new, to take over. When the circumstances of your life seem to be in disarray, it is then that life can be experienced as the life that it is, not as a structure of limiting circumstances. It's when the aspects of what you call your life have been tossed up into the air that you can stop leaning on ego's judgment to define those things. Every experience that you remember that you called bad was an opportunity to give control to Spirit and to let judgment disappear. Seen in this light, there are no bad guys. There are players in a drama that gives you unending opportunity to turn the trajectory of the drama over to harmlessness. That's all. Let us look at dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction is always related to attempts to control, wishes to control. When life circumstances are tossed into the air, you may feel great dissatisfaction that aspects of what you called your life dared to step out of line. Dissatisfaction is always an invitation to allow Spirit to control all perception. You cannot feel dissatisfaction when Spirit is in charge of perception. You must feel dissatisfaction when ego is in charge of perception. For example, dissatisfaction with weight is always an invitation to allow Spirit to control all perception of weight. If you allow ego to control the perception of weight, you may feel satisfaction because you have achieved a weight that ego has called acceptable. But satisfaction always has to bring its partner of dissatisfaction. It may feel very difficult for you to look through the illusion of another body's weight because of the judgments you have built up about weight, the judgments that you believe keep you looking acceptable and enjoying an acceptable level of health. If you should gain weight, dissatisfaction is inevitable. What is prior to all satisfaction and dissatisfaction? You can put all perception into the hands of what is prior to all opposites. Show me this as love would have me see it. There seem to be these other guys in the world. These other guys seem to be essential to your happiness. They also seem to be quite capable of disturbing your peace. When everything is flipped up in the air, This is your opportunity to realize that you have no idea what is going on with the other guy. All of the statements ego gives you about what is going on with the other guy are just judgments from ego, and ego always lies. Inspiration doesn't factor in any of the ego's input. In order to allow inspiration to run everything, you must recognize ego's input as the nothingness it is and ask instead, what would you have me do? What would you have me say? Get into the habit of asking, and inspiration's answer will become obvious to you no matter what the circumstances. Having the experience of a life in seeming disarray is for this purpose. Seen properly, it helps you to place your focus upon what is truly helpful, upon what inspiration's voice would say to you, upon how inspiration would move you. I have to pause for a second. We are inspiration. You are inspiration. Everyone you seem to meet or think of is inspiration. We can show you how this is so. Thanks for listening.